Good evening, everyone. Today I'm going to be starting the quest zone Stone Talon Mountains. I was coming in from Ashenvale and happened to notice a certain exclamation point over here off kind of on its own. So I think I'm going to start here. It is in a cave, so I'm just going to sneak over to where it is instead of fighting everything. I am, of course, going to fight this stuff. I'm going to turn the game sound down a little bit. I can't help but to notice it looks like a corpse underneath him. Possibly. It's hard to tell. Gorenzo's orders. You know, I was once the second most important person here at this site. That all changed when Gorenzo took over. Fired my boss, Ziz Physics, and sent me down to work in the mines. Ziz told me to stay here and gather information, though. His new boss will pay us well if we can find out what Gorenzo's plans are. Anyways, what I do know is that Gorenzo has ordered large amounts of gold green ore to be mined. I can get you a sample to bring to Ziz, but you'll have to watch for patrols while I get it. Alright, watch my back. When I get you some of this ore, or while I get you some of this ore. He has intense purple eyes. Thankfully, I am a much higher level because I do remember this quest being really hard. And it does take long enough for, like, if you do fight your way down into this area of the tunnel, everything has time to respawn. So even if you try and make a run for it, you're gonna die either way. Oh yeah, I do have that druid quest as well. I think I need to go to Westfall. So I think I thought I got the piece from Dark Shore. I'll have to look into that. Oops. It's not marked on the map though. I don't think I did not get the piece from Darkshore. It would be in my inventory if I did. Interesting. They have it in Rage too. Maybe that's why the quest used to be so hard. What is my nameplate doing? It like floated up for a second, and then when I changed my perspective, it jumped back down here. Weird. I don't think he's part of the quest, he's just respawning. Same with this guy, I think. I'm gonna assume he's gonna spawn a boss next. So I think we did 3 waves. Oh, there, I've got it. Thanks, Lunacy. It was looking a little dicey there for a second, and we've probably drawn far too much attention to ourselves. The important part is that we have the ore sample, though, and we should get it to Ziz as soon as possible. I guess I'd better think about getting out of here also. It won't take long for word of what happened here to spread to the higher ups, and I'm sure they wouldn't take too kindly to meeting me again. I'll sneak out and meet with Ziz. Hopefully, he'll be able to find me a new job. I'll try and clean up this mess a little, but you should take the ore sample to Ziz right away. He told me that he'd set up a camp somewhere on the western side of Windshear Crag. Good luck. Which I do believe that is where I'm going anyways. So I'm glad I stopped and got this quest done. I am curious why it's not showing my druid quest. There should also be wild steel bloom in the area, so I am going to be kind of sticking to the cliff sides looking for that. When possible, of course. So, oh, I see. It's not exactly in the same area, but it's pretty close. Something I can help you with? Ah, I knew that I did the right thing by telling Fiznik to stay behind. I'm sure the engineers in Undermine will be most interested to look at this. Of course, I'll want to keep a little piece for myself, but what they don't know won't hurt them, yes? Super Reaper 6000. Terrible what the venture company has done here, eh? What were they thinking? Goblin Company hiring a gnome? Lucky for me, Super Valve knows a genius when he sees one. Hired me just after I'd been kicked out. Tells me they built some enormous woodcutting machine and Sput wants me to steal the plans for him. Unfortunately, Gorenzo Bloody Gnome wants me dead on sight. Maybe you could steal the plans for me? You should be able to find them on one of their operators. Before I go do that, I'm gonna head around, turn in the other quest, and see what they want me to do because I think they're gonna send me to the same area. I don't really need the Briarthorn, but I might end up putting it on the auction house for a spare bit of gold to go towards my dual spec. Cast Pipe's task. Master Mechanic Cast Pipe in Ironforge has need of adventurers. He's organizing bands to Rentier Nomergon on a data retrieval mission of top security and importance. Castpipe might not be a member of the enlightened assembly of archaeology, alchemy, and engineering sciences like I am, but he's still a smart gnome. So if he thinks it's important, then by my calculations, there's an 84% probability that it really is important. Those are good odds. Speak with Master Mechanic Castpipe in Ironforge. Ah, you've come from Ashenvale. At the behest of Terra? How I miss her, my homeland, and my friends. She must be doing well with the Sentinels to be sequestering adventurers for other tasks. I'm proud of her. It is a pleasure to meet you, Lunacy. on guard in Stone Talon. The situation here in Stone Talon is obviously grave for a night elf and gnome to be working together. The Venture Co. has devastated these lands, and I've spent most of my time putting an end to the destruction. Do not judge Gaxum prematurely. He understands the need for us to work together. If you wish to aid us, then start by speaking to Gaxum. I'm sorry I cannot send you back to Terra with good news yet. Perhaps soon. Treacherous. Treacherous and dangerous. That's what this land is. But I'm here to show the Night Elves that it's a little safer with the help of good old engineering and a dash of magic. See, swearing off magic completely won't help the Night Elves. They need it. The world needs it. And with engineering and alchemy to boot, you can't go wrong. The possibilities are endless. A gnome's respite. You see, Lunacy, I'm a member of the Enlightened Assembly of Arcanology, Alchemy, and Engineering Sciences, and it's my goal, nay, my duty, to show the Night Elves that a blend of magic, mixtures, and mechanisms can help save their forests. But it's a hard-fought war, and the goblins reproduce like rabbits, it seems. I haven't even had time to build my newest inventions. I need some time to plan and organize, but to do that, I need your help keeping the goblins at bay in Windshear Crag to the east. I knew he was gonna send me to kill some Venture Co. members. Ten of each and some blueprints. I am going to grab this bruiseweed. I am surprised they're still leveling up my herbalism. I feel like after all the bruiseweed and king's blood, I'm surprised. Apologies for the background sounds. I'm recording this on a Friday night, which means there's a lot of traffic up and down my road. Some of them happen to be driving Honda Civics, so even my filters won't block it out. Or my noise suppression, I should say. I don't think I've seen a single deforester yet, surprisingly. Oh no, that was from me. I was gonna say, it seems like somebody else is questing here. I know at some point I get a quest to come loot something off of this crate. Oh, those also drop it. I like how even though the spell flies past this guy, he doesn't aggro. It's kind of funny. Alright, so I'm gonna head over to that blue spot. So I think it's the big, like, these. Oh, no, it's not. But I thought maybe just to be sure. There we go. I had a feeling maybe he'd drop it since he's 5. That doesn't actually affect the drop rate, I don't think, but that was my logic. Fire. Wow, it disappeared. So I'll visit Mr. Physics first. Did you find those plans? I'm eager to impress the new boss. Hopefully, once he's convinced of my loyalty, well, as much as he can be convinced, Goblin's honor, you know, he'll feel comfortable making use of my rather impressive genius. Hey, is that what I think it is? Great. Now, let's see. Ugh, how am I supposed to understand this stuff? Can't figure out the way gnomes think. Let me tell you, I'm surprised they could build the wheel, let alone those flying machines they like so much. Further instructions. This envelope has all the information I was able to snatch as they booted me out the door. Venture company, internal documents, some manuals, technical things. Oh, and of course the Super Reaper 6000 blueprints. Super Valve has taken up residence at Ratchet in the Barrens. Shouldn't have much trouble finding him. He's a little green fellow. You bet. Which I do have another quest sending me to Ratchet to talk to the guy that oversees the boats. Which I am very interested in that quest chain. But from what I remember, Stone Talon doesn't have a whole lot of quests in it. So I wanted to kind of get it done first. Thanks so much for your help, Lunacy. You're actually back just in time. I think I've got a perfect plan. Explosives. No, that's not the plan, but it's part of the plan. See, I've been using high explosives. Don't worry, they're not as dangerous as everyone thinks. To scare the goblins back a bit, I can hurt 'em pretty good with a few key detonations along the mountain's edge. But I've always been low on supplies, but I've been low on supplies for a few days now. An old colleague. The device I'm thinking about is my most advanced version to date, but will need a special potion if it's to work. I'm thinking we might as well get the good stuff since this mission could be your last. And for that, we're going to need some potent explosives. Nitromyrglyceronium. The only person who can make NG5 is an old friend of mine, Lomek Gearstrip. Look for him in Tinkertown. You talk him into making us some NG5. I'll get to work on placement for my devices. So he's also an Ironforge. A scroll from Morin. Okay, now for the remote detonation part of my plan. Oh, I haven't explained that yet, have I? Okay, so the short of it is this. With a little magic, I can make it so the explosives go off while you're not around. I'm putting together a device that'll allow you to push just one button and have the NG5 explode when you're ready. But I need a spell from a friend in Stormwind. Colin Morin is his name. You can find him in the mage quarter there. He's human, so he shouldn't be hard to miss. Alrighty then, indeed. Oops. Before I go to Stormwind and Ironforge, I'm going to do these other quests. Hang on, is that here or in Desolus? That's in Desolus. Okay, I was like, I don't remember there being a cluster of quests like that in Stone Talon. For the Alliance, anyway. Maybe for the Horde. So I need to kill the Pride Wings, the flying lions. Not a good impression, or first impression on the drop rate. Very bad impression, actually. Oh my goodness. I'm surprised that there's Mage Royal over here. Seems a bit low level. I assume what I have is, yeah, way better. I believe that this pocket of mobs is one where if all of them die, at least one of them spawns. Thankfully. Where are you going? Come here. I feel like if I was in hardcore mode, this would be kind of scary, not knowing where the next one is going to spawn, because it might even be on top of you. Wow, that one didn't drop anything. Neither did that one. What the heck? Just the amount of bodies is kind of funny. The fact that I have to go through this many 12 venom sacs is a little bit silly. Like, look at this. This is ridiculous. I feel like I'm almost getting more greens than quest items. One more. It's a shame that I'm not a skinner. There we go. All right. And I'm gonna head north and discover the flight path that I think should be up there, and also turn in the quest. And pick this king's blood. Which reminds me, I should stick to the walls here a little bit to hopefully find some wild steel bloom. I'm not sure where to find gold thorn. I might have to look up where gold thorn spawns. There we go, some wild steel bloom. Ooh, it dropped 3 for me. I kind of want to check the other side as well. I don't see anything though. Oh my goodness, my inventory is full. I do think there is a vendor where I am going, so I should be able to solve that problem pretty soon. I guess I'll stop picking flowers for a minute. Maybe when I go to Stormwind and Ironforge, maybe I can put some Briarthorn up on the auction house. Might keep the silk for now and the wool. Finally, you arrived. I see Faldrius has listened to the forest spirits. Reclaiming the charred veil. As a protector of the forest spirits, you can undoubtedly guess why I am alarmed. You have traveled through these mountains to reach this peak. Surely you have seen the travesty which has befallen the land. Greed has led to the destruction of these sacred hills. The charred vale to the south was set afire by the greedy, mechanized army of industrialists. Worse yet, the blood furies that have encroached on the land refuse us passage in to begin regrowth. Drive the wretched harpies out, lunacy. You got it. Seven of each. I'm sure that there's going to be at least one type that's going to be like harder to find than the rest. If I know Blizzard, which I think I do. But hey, hopefully I'm wrong. I was kind of hoping that the wild steel bloom that I picked on the way up there would have already respawned. Alas, it did not. I'm surprised that there's none in this passageway. Unless this shaman is picking it already. I'm gonna go off in this direction. Oh. Okay, so some of them aren't quest mobs. which is kind of annoying that I have 28 that I have to kill. And they sprinkle non-quest mobs in here. But if I keep getting herbs like this, I'll take it as a win. It doesn't help when other people are questing in the area, though. The good thing I'm strong enough to handle all these. Okay, so it's the wind collars that I don't need. Which there are quite a few of them. I wonder what sharp claws are for. Because it's white, so it's got a use for something. So are half on one side and half on the other? Perhaps. Of course, those ones aren't needed, but that one is. Nothing to see here, Storm Watcher. Or Storm Witch. Whatever your name is. Oops. It appears that everything over here is dead. Ah, probably because of the level 40 hunter. I don't need any more of that. And another hunter. Don't need. Oh, I need this. I think they spawn in different patches. Okay, so here we go. Storm Witch, Storm Witch. There's a Slayer. A lot of Storm Witches. Jeez. This one's guarding a chest, though, which I will gladly loot. Ooh. Nope. I think that was all of them over here. So, I just need the rogue feathers, which I don't see any of over here. I think those were the ones that were mostly killed off over here. So maybe some have respawned by now, hopefully. I really should be closer to the edge to be checking for herbs. Storm witches everywhere. That's to a horde city, which I am not trying to fuck with. I could probably hold my own for a little bit, but that is not my quest right now. No rogue feathers. I knew that there was gonna be one type that was just like a pain in the ass to find enough of. I knew there would be. King's Blood. Storm Witches, one Slayer. Are there any herbs back here? No. Doesn't look like it. Just Storm Witches. I think this is the road to Desolus. As tempting as it is to follow that road, I need to stay focused on the rogue feather harpies. If there are in fact any left, they might be extinct. I feel like I should be able to. I think I see one. I feel like at this rate I should be able to just go to the quest giver and be like, it's done, dude. They're extinct. I looked far and wide. They're gone. I think that the rogue feathers are only red ones. I don't think I've seen a white one. I think they're wind callers and storm witches. Ripper. I thought for sure that would be a rare spawn. And it didn't even drop anything special. I really don't like quests like this, where it's just a big runaround to waste your time and give you something to do. Okay, there's the last one. All right. No, I thought she was going for it. She's doing a different quest. All right. Let's get the hell out of here. Oh, someone died here. I suspect that when I turn in the Harpy quest, he's going to give me one to kill either treants, these things, and or the elementals, the fire elementals, or possibly even those flying things that we saw, not the harpies, the chimeras, I think they're called. More king's blood. I'm gonna have more king's blood and bruiseweed than I know what to do with. Definitely need a gold thorn, or I need to fish up a whole bunch more fire snappers, which I don't want to do. Or strangle kelp, or life root. I don't even think I've seen a single life root. I don't know where to get them from. And I really don't want to go back to Darkshore to farm strangle kelp. So I guess I need gold thorn. Let's see what he says. Now that the Blood Furies have suffered such a great loss, perhaps the true work of restoring the land can begin. The Blood Furies have been subdued, but they will regroup soon enough if action is not taken. Far south of the Barrens lies a land known as Thousand Needles. If you travel west in the Thousand Needles until you reach the lush forest edge of Feralas, you will find a druid named Falfindel Waywarder. This great and wise druid is capable of calling forth great forest spirits which can aid in the reclamation of the charred vale. Send word of our need. Seek him out at once. I feel like everybody here is trying to send me somewhere else. So I'm going to Hearth. And I think, I think I might want to go to Stormwind first. But I just want to look up the Trial of the Sea Lion. And make sure that I need to go Yeah, I need to go to Westfall. Is there not an image of the map? Okay. So yeah, I'm gonna go to Stormwind first. And then once, because I think that guy sends me to Westfall anyways. I want to say he makes me kill like dust devils or something in Storm or in Westfall. A scroll from Morin. Now, this spell you need. One that will allow you detonate explosives from a distance. Devils in Westfall. Ah, I think I have it. A messaging spell. I believe that's the effect he's looking for. I'll have to create a scroll with the spell impressed upon it. To do that, I'll need debris from a dust devil. While I gather the rest of the components, why don't you head to Westfall and find one of the foul creatures? They are dangerous, but I'm sure it's nothing you can't handle if you're willing to subject yourself to one of Gaxum's experiments. I'll be here when you return. What is this one? Retrieval for Morin. Travelers keep asking me about the Stone Talon Mountains. It seems to be a popular place for adventure. It doesn't matter if you're seeking wyvern, elementals, or if you have business with the Venture Co. Within the Charred Vale, deep in Stone Talon, there used to be a species of basilisks whose scales, when ground to dust, made a wonderful reagent for some spells I've created. If those basilisks still live, I would love to have a few of their scales. Take your time. It is no rush, but I can pay well. I knew there was a quest for the basilisks. Dang, not yet. Oh my god, I'm at 198. 2 points away, and I could have upgraded. It's okay. So I just kind of want to peek. Mm-hmm. No, 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 no. Wait. Auction item. But is that a stack or... Dang. It is the stack. How did he auto buy that? That seems like some botting. That is crazy. I might have to report that person. That is definitely a bot. Definitely a bot. That was immediate. Such a shame. So I'm going to grab. I can't remember if there's a flight path for Goldshire in Wrath of the Lich King or if that was added later. But if there is one, I'm going to grab it. It looks like that was added after Wrath. So I'll be sure to grab the Westfall flight path. Do you have anything? Not particularly, but you can have my junk. Thanks for taking that off my hands. I appreciate that. Kira. Songshine. It's so tempting to pick up all these quests. I don't have the room for it, unfortunately. So let's see. I think. Oh, I have to discover some stuff. I'll head down this way. I think there are a few dust devils along the way. Are you kidding me? Oh, well, that was nice and easy. The first one dropped it. So I'm gonna grab the flight path for, what is it called? Sentinel Hill. And then for half of my pendant, I need to go out here somewhere. So, let's see. Oh, someone's over here questing. Naturally, there's murlocs. So I'm gonna get into aqua form or swim form. And what am I looking for? Like a shipwreck, probably, I think. I think it's so weird because I feel like the questing in Stone Talon isn't in Stone Talon, a lot of it. Nope, not that far. It's not going to be an area where I get fatigue. But there's an anchor here, so maybe there's a ship nearby. Hmm. The picture makes it look like, well, it's really hard to tell, to be honest. I don't think it would be up this far. No, because I'm almost to those islands. Oh, hey, strangle kelp. Might as well go get that. I think I might end the video here and just kind of look into the quest and start the next video once I find what I'm looking for. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you have a good night and sweet dreams, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.